And if you want to go that Russia is as bad as Israel and as bad as China, fine. I just don't see that paying $10 million to podcasters.
Right, but don't go to the specific thing. Do you think Russia is as bad as Israel and China?
I don't.
Yeah. It's working. It's working, everybody.
Welcome to Deep Waters.
Where are you going right now?
So they crank the 5G up, and then we just all get shaken and baking microwave. I love it.
I didn't say that, you absolute moron.
There was no dinosaurs. Those were Nephilim giants from the Bible.
And Lucifer is in the Vatican?
Yes.
Oh, okay, got it.
I think space is probably like just a giant liquid.
Yeah.
Build it up, seal the well. When it's about to collapse, release the gays.
Are you going to get the jab?
Never. Conspiracy Social Club, aka Deep Waters.
And what's up, Jive Turkeys? It's Conspiracy Christmas.
Guys, if you go to samtripoli.com, check out my website. Got some dates up there. Yeah, look at that. A lot of great stuff.
Yes.
Look at that.
The newsletter.
The newsletter is still,
dude,
it got lost in the mail.
That newsletter is it's 500 words every Tuesday on the craziest shit.
Comedy Chaos is this Tuesday coming up, and it's a fire lineup. Skankfest at the end of the month, Louisville in October, Tampa Bay, and I'm going to a jiu-jitsu tournament in Mexico doing stand-up there. So that's my story. I'm so excited. Dude. What's going on with you, Dylan?
I just fucking hate the Baltimore Ravens. I think they suck. They're just...
thank you for starting with that.
They're an annoying organization. They're never going to win anything.
I will give you, Dylan, hand to God, right now, if you can do one lyric, one line from the Black National Anthem, if you can just sing one line from one line, I'll give you $100 straight cash right now.
I purposely muted it.
Whoa, Rye, you don't have to do that. Jesus Christ.
I'm with you, dude.
Oh, my God.
Listen, the Black National Anthem and Kwanzaa is only celebrated by old, rich, white people.
And get in the comments, write your favorite lyric to the Black National Anthem. Let us know what your favorite lyric of the Black National Anthem is right now. Get in the comments.
Yeah, it is. The NFL is going to F around and find out. They really are.
No, they're not. It is the most important theater of brutality and masculinity in the country. It's a cathedral. They are untouchable.
I'm just telling you, keep going, dude. Dude, Hollywood said that. The news said that. Blockbuster said that. Okay.
Should we talk about Amandla Steinberg? I mean... Do you know Amandla Steinberg?
Oh, who is that?
The chick from The Acolyte who said that everybody Acolyte got canceled because everybody's racist. She's genuinely one of the hottest people I've ever seen, and I was talking with Callan about it.
Because she's a little bit of the tribe, right? And then you got a little bit ethnic in there, so you can feel dangerous.
Black Jew.
Black Jews.
No, you got to put an L between the last D and
because that's just a regular Jew.
That's just a regular Jew.
And we love, as you know, Jewish chicks, number 2 on my super freak big board. Okay?
Yeah.
Put an L where?
Amandla.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Come on, dude. Come on, man. This guy mutes the Black National Anthem.
What's dirty's the water adds a letter, okay? Look at that.
She is so beautiful. And I was talking to Callan. So if she said, like, if you were dating her and she said, I need you to come to a communist meeting in Brooklyn, would you go? Because I would be there.
Of course you would. You're a gay communist. You would go there in a heartbeat.
Well, that's interesting. I'm a gay communist.
She's
I'm doing
so
it to have
hot,
sex with a woman.
And
it's
it's
just
like
ridiculous. It's so stupid.
What?
Nothing. It's just insane.
So it's like she has all the privilege in the world.
Yes, she's a nepo baby.
And yet she cries about oppression. It is the funniest thing. It's like being born on third base, talking about how hard hitting a triple is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's unbelievable to me. All you have to do is shut up and enjoy your life. You've been giving whoever you were in your past life. Yeah, you've come back and you've been born a smoke show black Jew. Okay,
a BJ.
A BJ? You picked this board a perfect BJ?
Yeah.
Right? You would be great. I mean, but no, you got to run your mouth because nobody's ever told you shut up.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with this Zegler girl. I think that she's she's suing the studios for racial discrimination or something.
Another ethnic Jew, just super hot.
CJ, Colombian Jew.
We got BJs and CJs.
Flipping out.
It's all over the place.
Flipping the fuck out.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Hollywood is this weird place where like people don't think the rules of business matter.
Well, the people in the suits do. They know that it matters, and the people who get
Why do they keep greenlighting projects that fit the characteristics of other projects that have magnificently bombed?
There's a conspiracy that they're leaning into this stuff so that they can take a hit and prove that it doesn't work so that they can move on from it. But the only way that they can actually move on from it is to have financial losses.
I understand that.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I'm confused about all this stuff from Israel to Darwinism.
Is that the most 2024 title of an article you've ever seen in your life?
We are living in the dumbest times of all time. The we were talking about last week.
Do you think there's dwarf Jews? Some DJs? Some DJ?
Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, we talked about it last week. There was a time when we were very dumb, and we were dying of sepsis. And what's up, Rye?
I mean, these comments by Zegler are just crazy. She said that she was scared of the original version, which I will say it was a little scary to watch when you're like 5 years old.
What?
But she said that Prince Charming seemed like a stalker and a character that could be cut from the film.
Yeah. Well, so she has a lot of animus for the original IP. And then also there's a feud between the two J's in the cast because Gal is an SJ, Semitic Jew.
Oh.
And so she's total Israel, rah, rah, rah. And then Zegler is essentially a Columbia student. So they're not getting along. I mean, the whole
Jew on Jew crime.
Yeah, dude, it's not good. But yeah, Hollywood is eating its own tail right now.
It's absolutely insane right now, and who knows what the future holds. But just like there's very like you just don't understand the privilege you've had, and that nobody in your life pulls you aside and says, "Shut up. You're going to kill the golden goose."
Yeah.
You have the greatest opportunity ever. You have no clue what reality is.
Make your money, spend time with your family.
Get your money, get out. You don't like it? Make the money. Be like, hey, thanks, Disney, for this fat check that I get to play make-believe.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm just playing make-believe. This is all this is. And this is, again, the example how it's trust fund kids versus everybody. That's what this is. Like trust fund kids are raising holy jihad against the middle class. Like, have you seen this thing in Venice, in Aura?
Hang on.
Okay.
Have we seen what?
Have you seen the Venezuelan gangs taking over this apartment complex?
Yeah.
Guess who's like leading the charge to protect them? American communists. Rich white kids playing make-believe. Okay, in a system that they've never actually lived in. They can go anywhere and live in communism. They don't have to do it here. But it's this. I hate everything my parents represent. And I'm going to do whatever I can to infect it and destroy it.
I am so fucking excited to get into who the real communists in this country are.
Oh, I'm in, dude. Let's
it's
go,
just
bro.
Insane. I'm so excited to talk about Tenet Media and your Russophilia or Russophilia.
My Russophilia?
Yeah, it's disgusting. But we'll get into it.
Okay, we'll get into it. Let's go.
You get throat pied by Ruskies every time you go on the internet. And the only question you're asking is, how can I widen my throat more? Okay. We got a couple PSAs.
Okay.
We talked about dinosaurs last week. You said everybody get in the comments and prove me right. Unfortunately, I didn't see any links that proved you correct because dinosaurs are real. So can we shut the door on that?
No.
Okay. But
Nobody put links?
no, I didn't see any.
Okay.
But one fan did present a really interesting theory. This is from Mike Stone. Maybe we're the giants and the midgets are all that's left of humanity. Just saying. And
By the way, greatest comment ever.
great take.
What
I mean,
if we are the giants?
this is an M. Night Shyamalan movie we're all living in, and the twist is
Man.
that we are all Nephilim giants, and midgets are the real people.
That's the best one ever.
Also,
Best comment of the year so far. We're pretty deep into the year now, so that might win.
That might win. There's not a lot of ball game left. We have last PSA. Will you look at this chart?
I feel.
25% of you are not subscribed to this channel.
Why would you watch something and not subscribe to it?
I mean, that cheeses me off so much.
Just stop cheesing this guy off. You're not going to like it when he's cheesed off, bro.
Hit the subscribe button.
Hit it, bro. Help us. Help you. Help us.
Come on, man.
Unbelievable. bro.
Unbelievable. All right, so let's get into the guts of today.
Okay.
Are we going to be using Yandex?
Okay. All right. I already saw the comment.
Are we going to be using Yandex today?
Is there one search engine not ran by the tribe?
Okay.
Is there one? Is there one?
Can you go to the Yandex article? I think it's the first one. And forgive me, there was a fan, not that one, the one to the left. There was a fan who let me know. I'm so sorry. No, it's the... Where was this? It's an article about how Yandex is run by... go to a new tab and just type in Yandex founder Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be that first article.
Oh, it was Yandex founder upset with Ukraine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Israel-based founder of Russian tech giant Yandex slams barbaric war in Ukraine. So,
By the way, not to be like, hey, they all look alike. That guy right there, is that him who invented it? Looks exactly like the guy who is the rabbi that owns Pornhub, who looks exactly like the guy who started OnlyFans. Just saying.
And obviously, there's no rabbi that owns Pornhub.
What? Hold on. How much money do you have in your wallet right now?
I'm cashless. All I have is a parking ticket.
Okay. All right. I will bet all the cash in your wallet right now that the owner of Pornhub is a rabbi.
Go to Yandex. Go to Sam's favorite J-Run search engine, Yandex.
Hey, in the comment section, find us a search engine not ran by the Jays.
Yeah, Solomon Friedman is the new owner of Pornhub. He's a Jewish attorney and rabbi. His private equity firm took over MindGeek, the umbrella. Whatever.
That's so funny. Was he a legit rabbi or is he like an ordained minister?
Is he like what's his name? Oh, Al Sharpton isn't a reverend.
Yeah.
He just made it up.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying this guy is?
I think so.
He's like, rabbi. I mean, I don't, technically, no, but spiritually, yes.
Yeah, he got certified as a rabbi on the Venice boardwalk.
Take off the glasses. Tell me it's not the same guy.
But so and
then go find the owner of the creator of OnlyFans.
The founder of Yandex is a Ruski who's living in Israel, has lived in Israel for the last 10 years.
Oh, look at that guy right there. All the same dude. Same guy?
Yeah, no, they're definitely not. But good on you.
Same guy.
No, not the same guy. Right? You'd have to be an idiot to think that they're the same guy because they're not the same guy.
They look a lot alike.
Okay.
Well, they look like they look like the same guy in a different parts of the timeline.
Yeah. And hey, what's your point?
I'm just saying.
No. I know you're just. This is what conspiracy theorists do. It's so fucking annoying. There's zero accountability taken whatsoever. You go, I'm just saying. I'm just asking
That's all I'm
questions.
saying. I'm just saying.
This is what you do. You go, I'm not making any hard claims. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah. Bingo, bro.
Yeah.
Now you get it.
It's like breaking the lock on Pandora's box and going, I didn't open it.
They all have the same kind of look.
Yeah.
A lot of J's today. A lot of
Okay.
J's.
Jesus Christ, man.
Hey, another J.
Okay. Do you have any qualms with using Yandex in the future, knowing that the founder is, I mean, he might be a Zionist.
Yeah, I mean, he lives in Israel.
And also, he has bemoaned and besmirched Mother Russia for invading Ukraine. So are we going to be using Yandex in the future?
Well, I mean, DuckDuckGo is owned by, is started by an Israeli. Google, I think he's a Russian, right? Is he Jewish? I don't know.
Sergey Brin?
Yeah. Is that Jewish?
I don't know.
And then, Yandex. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. I don't know, dude. Is he Jewish? I don't know. But
So we can't.
Jews have search engines on lockdown, bro.
Way to go, boys.
Way to go, team.
Way to go, team.
Bryn was raised Jewish, but is not religious.
Okay, so he's Jewish.
Okay.
So
I mean, listen.
I'm fine with Yandex. I don't care. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, as long as we're not using Google or
Bing.
no Bing. Find out who owns Bing. That might be our only hope.
Well,
Please
we
let
know
be.
who owns Bing. It's
Bing?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates own Bing. Another Jew.
Bill Gates is not Jewish.
Bill Gates is Jewish.
No, he's not.
Yeah, that is deepest. Is Bill
At
Gates
his
Jewish?
deepest. What? Like in his
What's it
bottom
say?
chakra?
Protestant.
Is that?
I'll take an L on that.
Yeah. Big
I'll
time.
take it out. I'll take it out. I'll
Big
take it
time.
out. So is Bing our only hope?
Yeah, Bing is our
No,
only
go
hope.
with Yandex, dude.
And I want to be a Bing podcast. I want to be a Bing podcast.
Should we be the number one Bing podcast on the internet?
I think so. I think
We
there's-
only use Bing.
Look at this. I mean, it's beautiful.
Look at that.
Look at this
Look at that,
search
dude.
engine. I mean,
Look at
it's
that.
incredible. Okay, so we got to talk about this Tenet Media thing.
Okay.
And Rye, I don't want to forget this. Can you look up this mortgages to undocumented immigrants story in California? We can talk about that later.
Okay.
So Tenet Media is a big scandal right now. Tim Pool, Dave Rubin,
Yeah.
and that guy Benny, whatever,
Johnson.
who is. You want to talk about Trump derangement syndrome? I mean, that guy. If you say anything negative about Trump, his temperature increases like tenfold, and
Yeah, I
he just
get it.
flips out.
I get it.
But evidently, so this company, Tenet Media, was getting money from RT state officials.
Okay.
They were paying Dave Rubin, paying Tim Pool absurd amounts of money.
But you're it's like kind of yesterday in my jujitsu test
Yeah.
where you told me you jumped steps. And that's why I wasn't working exactly, he told me. And I go, yes, you're totally right. I am jumping steps. And that's why I'm just kind of trying to get to the end of it without actually breaking down the chain in which this happens.
Yeah. Okay.
First of all,
how do we blame the Jews for this? Let's figure out
I'm
how
not
to get
blaming
to
the
the
Jews
end
for
where we
this.
can blame the Jews for this.
Okay. My official statement on this whole thing is that Lauren Chen's OnlyFans is going to be fire.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, my
That's all I
God.
gotta
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
That half Asian is going to do some freaky shit because she's going to have no other options.
Yeah.
So I just want to say that. Second of all, is RT News, man. I've had friends of mine, whether it's Abby Martin, I've had Lee Camp on my show. They had shows on RT News. So I thought this was through some weird kind of company that is like just a shell company for the Russian government. When I found out it was RT News, I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, are we really doing this? Like, anybody who's ever watched any news on RT knows they do really great coverage, okay? I'm just going to tell you that. To get upset with RT News giving money to Lauren Chen is, and by all means, even Garland, the head of the FBI goes, they didn't know they were getting money from these people. There was no influence.
No, I don't think. One, it's amazing to see you spin RT and into this
can I tell you
gilded
why I'm
news
doing this,
organization.
dude?
It's just fucking crazy.
No, you're absolutely ridiculous.
You're
dude.
absolutely
You
ridiculous.
are absolutely
you see a news
ridiculous.
organization covering Israel in a bad light, and you go, "Whoa, they're probably onto something." They're fucking Russian.
What does that mean to you, dude? Please tell me what that means. Play it out.
Okay. Do you think that the Russian government has creative say in the stories that go out on RT?
I will tell you, they're not favorable to anti-Russian stories, but based
that's a wonder.
on conversations I have, people who worked at RT, they never got a note from RT News. Never got a note.
Yeah, because they were doing spots. They were going on RT to do spots.
No, they had shows on there.
Do you? Okay, I don't think that Tim Pool and Dave Rubin knew. There's a likelihood that they didn't know exactly where the money was coming from.
Right.
But it's a wonder that Russia sees content that aligns with the kind of information that they want out. And they go to them and they go, we would like to give you more money to keep propagating this fucking bullshit that is going out to people.
Right.
And, this is why
why is it bullshit?
Because it
just doesn't align with what you believe. That's why you call it bullshit.
The insane amount of sympathy that has been garnered for Russia over the last decade is bullshit. It's insane to me.
Explain to me what you see Russia doing wrong.
Annexing countries all over their borders.
Okay.
Going in and taking countries
like
year after year after year after year.
Name the top 5 countries.
Pull up the
outside
countries.
No! Stop! Do not Google that.
We for sure got
You
Crimea.
just made a statement. You just made a statement. I want you to list the 5 countries that you think.
I don't know.
Because I can do it with the United States, and I don't need to Google it. I want you to tell me, Dylan, what are the 5 countries that Russia has invaded in the last, I'll give you 20 years, 30 years. Go.
Crimea, Ukraine. Pull it up. Just
no, I said not Ukraine. Well, outside of Ukraine. I'll give you 4. Name me 4. Name me 4. No, do not pull it up. Dad says don't pull it up.
Why?
Why? Because you're making a statement like this is like this obvious fact to everybody that and you can't even name them, Dylan. You're acting like this giant reason not to like Russia, and you can't even name the country.
The things that you cannot name offhand is literally everything.
No.
Everything.
I'm awful with names.
Everything you talk
I'm
about,
awful, like,
you cannot remember the specific
that's not
stuff.
true at all.
Go to Yandex, go to Bing, go to whatever the fuck you need to, and pull up the list of countries that Russia has invaded. Okay? For you to not acknowledge that this is happening is, I don't know why I'm surprised. Okay. I don't know why the fuck I'm surprised.
Okay, no, you just made a statement that Russia is invading all these countries.
Yeah.
We know Ukraine because it's been shoved down our fucking throat. And we can get in.
No. We know Ukraine because they invaded
they just
Ukraine.
Randomly did it? Did they just randomly do it?
No.
I make no illusions that anyone running any giant company is a good guy. I make no illusions.
Is this the list of countries that they've...
No, this is just RT News.
Stay on that.
No.
Yes, stay on that.
Hey, Ryan,
stay on that.
I don't care if I'm mom. You don't get to just...
You do.
Literally, you don't get to just completely ignore what I'm saying.
You want me on your side, bro.
I pay you too, okay? Ryan, look up the list of countries that they've invaded. Jesus Christ, man.
You're wrong.
Okay, also, we always do this.
I want you
we
to
do this
forget it. Forget it. Doesn't matter.
No, it does
matter.
matter.
What I'm asking
Ryan,
you, Dylan.
look it up.
Look it up before it becomes something, Ryan, because he's going to get fucking pouty, okay? What I'm asking you, Dylan, is play the tape out. Play the tape out. What are the can you get into...
Oof, that's a lot. That's a big list.
Can we get into dates? What are the dates on there? I can't see them. Okay.
Georgia.
Okay. So those are all in the...
Okay. I said the last 20 years. Look at that. Okay? Because in America, we go down a list of people we've gone into. Okay?
That's a straw man argument.
No, it's not a straw man argument.
Yes, it is. We're talking about Russia.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, dude, is you're trying to portray Russia as this great evil when we're just as evil, and I'm telling you we're worse.
We are
Okay?
not worse.
We are.
How many people died in communist Russia? How many people died in the Soviet Union? How many people did Stalin kill? Look it up. How many people did Stalin
but
kill?
dude,
and for you to pretend like
dude.
we have anything close to that in our national
we
legacy.
literally just committed genocide in Iraq. We killed 4 million people.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, and that's within the last 30 years.
Nobody is saying to not criticize that.
But what I'm asking
this
you, Dylan,
ideological
what I'm
subversion,
asking
though,
you, Dylan,
is coming
is
from
to
Russia, and
play
this
the
is what
tape
you
out.
do.
Tell me what you think this money got Russia. What do you think it got?
This is the ideological subversion. You cannot criticize Russia without saying that the U.S. is worse.
I can't criticize Russia.
Every time we talk about Russia, you cannot isolate them and criticize them. You have to bring in the U.S., and that's thanks to Tim Pool and Dave
right
Rubin.
now, Dylan, is what you see as this giant violation of American sovereignty by this company that does really great news. I used to watch RT News all the time. Okay? It's no different than the BBC. And nobody wants to admit that.
It's not.
It totally
It's
100%
not.
is. And when you present this as this giant story that is like rocking American democracy to its core, you're ignoring that the DNC in New York just got busted again with a Chinese spy in the government. Just like in San Francisco, busted with a Chinese spy. You're ignoring that. Apex is bragging about.
Mitch McConnell is married to a Chinese spy. What are we doing here with
Yeah, but
this?
dude, do you understand that I'm trying to say it's not Democrat or Republican?
So why did you bring up the DNC?
Because the story comes out right after Tim Pool sues Kamala Harris for slander, and this DNC story comes out, which nobody's talking about because they're flooding everything with Russian collusion. By Garland's own fucking words, he says they didn't even know where they were getting the money from, which means they got no influence. There was no influence.
We talked about it last week. You do not seem to think that Russia interferes in our democratic process and our ideological process to the degree that they are. And the reason you don't think that is because you listen to these people, these right-wing
There's not one
talking
guy on
heads.
that list that I listen to. The only person I watch once in a while is Lauren Chen when she's talking about chicks.
Yeah.
That's it, because she's a shiny object.
Yeah.
Okay?
She's very hot.
She's so hot.
So hot.
And they just fired her. She didn't even get a trial. Like, this is cancel culture right here. So that's all I'm saying, dude. I have no problems to go, hey, Russia and Stalin killed a bunch of people.
Sam, when you take money from shady
This guy
sources,
right here is calling out fucking Tenet Media after he fucked a Chinese spy.
Who? This guy?
Yeah, Swindell.
That's not Swindell.
That is Swindell.
No, it's not. It's this
It
guy
is.
Joaquin something from Fresno.
Look up Swindell. Then he looks like exactly like that guy, Eric Swindell without a beard.
Get in the comments. Let us know. Am I gay?
Yeah. No, that's not Eric Swindell. He hooked up with a Chinese spy. Okay. And then he's out here calling people out for this thing. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Bro, do you not think that you would get taken by a Chinese spy?
No, I'm not into Asian chicks.
What are you talking about? You're talking about Lauren
Because I put
Chen.
up this thing between, if you're worried about this Asian, Lauren Chen, versus this Asian, which is this Chinese spy in the DNC.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, they look alike. I'm like, they don't look anything alike, but I just feel like Lauren Chen is like the only Asian I find super hot. Like obviously Lucy Liu from back in the day, but I'm just not into them.
Lucy Liu looks like a cartoon character.
Yeah,
She's
I mean, prime Lucy Liu is one of the best of all time.
those freckles. You kidding me?
Oh, so hot.
Crimea, Donbass,
here
and
we go.
Ukraine.
Here we go.
Got it.
Here we go.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, that guy. Don't they look alike? But just with a beard.
Okay, so I don't know how we wrap on this. I don't know that we're ever going to agree.
The thing is,
but-
dude, there's a look right there. So here's the thing, Dylan.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing. We've had multiple investigations, Dylan, whether you want to admit it or not.
I don't want to be fucking painted as this. All these fucking idiots in the comments and you. I said last week that Hillary Clinton lost the election because of Hillary Clinton. Yeah. I'm not saying that everything that goes wrong for this country can be accredited to Russian.
But you're going, Sam, you don't think Russians influence our elections. I mean, every country is pouring money into candidates that have their best interest. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist 100%. There was literally a giant trial or a giant investigation where everybody in Washington, D.C. was doing whatever they could to find Russian collusion, and it failed miserably. Okay? It failed miserably to the point that Hillary Clinton was fined by the Federal Election Committee for election interference when she paid for the fucking dossier.
Can you and the dossier was shady as fuck. And
okay?
It's
Carter Page was put on Trump's transition team because they were going to use him as Obama and Hillary were going to use him as a reason to go to the FISA court to get wiretapping privileges.
Politics is a dirty game.
It's a dirty game. But again, I do not understand.
Go to the top
all
of
I'm
that.
asking,
What does
Dylan,
that say?
is what do you think?
Okay.
What do you play out the tape?
What does that mean? Play out the tape.
Meaning, show me what you're upset about. How does this affect you?
I'm upset about you straw manning every time we bring up Russia.
I'm not. I'm just telling you,
every single time.
They're just a boogeyman.
You bang left, and you go, the U.S. is just as worse, or just as bad. Which it's like. It's just not productive.
I mean, you're literally falling for Russian collusion again.
No.
And Lauren Chen, who I think is playing this all wrong.
Sam.
She hasn't even listen. This is how you know something's up. YouTube already took her channel down. She hasn't even had it. She hasn't even been on trial. She hasn't been convicted. And by taking her channel down, you make it impossible for her to defend herself.
Okay. So if China was, let's say theoretically, China was paying independent talking heads in media.
Right.
Would you have a problem with
They
that?
are. We already see that, Dylan.
Yeah.
We see that.
Do you think that's collusion?
China, Soros.
Do you think that's collusion?
I would have to see what the content is.
Okay. If China or
listen, Dylan,
foreign government agency is putting money into something, Dylan, then what's coming out aligns with their foreign interests or their national interests.
Dylan, I just want to tell you that you will never, ever, ever convince me that paying podcasters money for them to speak highly of you is even close to what we've seen Israel and China do with our government. Which is infiltrate, spy, buy off fucking politicians.
This is what this is how you know.
It's apples.
This is how you know it's working. China and Israel. Russia is left out of that fucking list. And it's just fucking insane.
Because you can't show me where it's affected anything.
I will say, yeah, it's like one thing I feel like if RT News was a little more open about it, but like the fact that like the people that did it were using like fake personas and shell companies in order to like funnel the money.
Well, because and this has been dropped perfectly after the DNC Chinese spook story. It's done on purpose.
Party people, the NFL has begun.
That's right. Week 1 is here. The NFL Week 1 is here. A new season means new ways to get in on the actions at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NFL.
Are you ready to do a touchdown dance of your own? Okay, you see all these people doing the gritty and stuff. Why don't you do the gritty?
Get on. Place your first bet. Trying to bet on something simple like picking a player to score a touchdown? Come on.
This is such a fun one. Jacksonville versus Miami. The over's 49.
Come on.
That's going to be a shootout.
That's
okay?
going to be bang, bang, pow.
Get on the train and let's hope for fireworks.
How much are the Raiders going to win by? Get in on it.
They're not going to win.
Come on.
Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook, the best place to bet touchdowns. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code CSC. That's code CSC for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. Holy cow. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Ryan.
Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Nope. Sorry. Gambling problem?
Gambling problem?
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Yeah.
In Connecticut, help is available for gambling problem. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org.
Yep.
Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas.
Yep.
21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in New Hampshire, Oregon, and Ontario.
Yep.
Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball. NFL Plus premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus premium terms at nfl.com/terms.
That's all I'm saying, dude, is you got to show me the effects of it. You got to show me where...
Show me the effects of
Yeah.
Chinese collusion. What are the effects?
What are you talking about,
Show me the
dude?
effects.
They literally get busted with spies working in our government.
Show me the
Working
effects.
in our government.
Show me the effects.
Show me the effects.
Show me the effects.
They've stolen
Because
tons
we've busted
Dylan, are you just really telling me this? That a country that is known for stealing fucking technology from us all the time?
Sam, you're saying...
Dylan, here's the effects. There we go. An MIT professor that created fentanyl, stole it, and ran to China. There's your effect. Right on a street level, dude. On a street level.
And we got to look up that story, but you're essentially saying if you see a smoking gun, it's not good enough. You need to show me where the bullet hit the fucking person.
Dylan,
it's just
Dylan,
crazy.
If you go, Bob Jackson from Delaware has been seen as colluding with Russia, I go, get rid of that guy. I'll do that. If you tell me that podcasters are getting money, what you're saying is people are retards. You're saying people are retards, and Tim Pool said Russia good. Russia must be good. You're crazy, dude. You're actually crazy. It's just crazy.
What is this? What did you just highlight, Ryan?
This is just highlight. This might not be it, but a Chinese national was indicted for his part in a conspiracy involving the importation of what he believed to be the largest amount of fentanyl precursors found in South Texas.
Look up MIT professor fentanyl China. Or go to Yandex. Don't go to Google.
Go to Yandex.
Go to Yandex.
Go to Yandex.
We trust that Jay more.
Is there a lot of dead? Is this good? I feel like
it's great. It's great. Charged with grandpa and allegedly hiding work with China, and it's just like, but dude, they literally smuggled fentanyl and how to make it out of MIT to China, and look at what's going on right now. Which China went and gave it to the.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
I am sure about that.
Because that sounds kind of like dinosaur bones aren't real to me.
Dinosaur bones aren't real, and I'm very let down by the listeners. I love you all. Without you, I'd just be screaming at Dylan, and nobody would be listening.
No, I mean
the fact that none of you guys were able to find links.
Okay, this is it. MIT professor is facing federal fraud charges after allegedly lying about transferring nanotechnology research to organizations associated with the Chinese government. On grant applications and tax forms, MIT professor something Chen allegedly did not disclose that he'd received $29 million from the Chinese research program.
And they're not telling you what it is. It's fentanyl. So listen,
nanotechnology.
It's fentanyl, dude. I've heard this story forever. So real quick, just so Dylan knows, like what China has done. And listen,
5-finger point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Hillary Clinton got busted. She was doing official department business. What was she in charge of when she was in Obama's? She was the Defense Department. What was she?
She was the Secretary of State.
Secretary of State. And her phone, anything she did in her phone would be sent to instantly in real time, was sent to a Chinese shipping company in China in real time.
I mean, Rod, we gotta be, you gotta Google or you gotta Yandex that.
Yeah, you got Yandex that, dog.
So the claim is Hillary, everything that was on Hillary's phone was sent to a Chinese shipping company.
Yeah.
That just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Makes
In real
zero
time.
sense.
What does it say?
Hillary Clinton's emails sent to a Chinese company Gmail address.
Yep. In real time, meaning it automatically went there. And as we know, in communist China, basically they own every business.
Yeah, it says the email server was forwarded automatically.
Yep. Thank you.
Ring the bell.
What?
Ring the bell.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Fire episode so far. Fire episode. What a great episode.
Okay, so
Listen,
former
Dylan,
CIA officer, because you're not going to look this up because you've picked a dick.
No,
Okay?
nope.
That's what's happening.
Ryan, you're doing great.
Former CIA officer Harold James Nicholson was twice convicted as a spy for Russia's Foreign
When was
Intelligence Service
What year was this?
in the 90s.
Okay. And I will
Marina
say,
Butina, Russian, who was
throw him in jail.
convicted
Throw
of...
him in jail. Scumbags.
Okay, so there's the
Dylan, did you
Maria
just ignore-
Butina in 2018. In February 2020, U.S. officials charged Hector Alejandro Cabrera, a Mexican citizen in Miami, for allegedly acting on behalf of the Russian government to collect information about the U.S. government.
Yep.
In May 2021, former Army Green Beret was
Yep.
sentenced to 188 months for conspiring with
jail,
Russian
scumbag.
intelligence. July 2022, another arrested couple, Walter Primrose. It's spy after spy after spy.
I understand that.
collusion after collusion after
dude,
collusion.
I'm-
Yet you go China and Israel and leave Russia off the
No,
list.
I don't.
That's how
I'm
you
not.
know it's
I'm just
fucking
telling
working.
You, when we're talking about RT News giving money to podcasters, I do not put it in the same class as what you listed right there and what we've just discussed.
You should. You should.
You should?
Yeah, you
I
should.
Explain. Play out the tape to me.
Can you stop saying that? What the fuck does that even mean? Here, let's fucking play out the tape. Tim Pool and Dave Rubin have millions of listeners.
Okay.
Giving them money
Okay.
to keep propagating the talking points that a foreign adversary wants out there is a grave problem. It's a fucking problem. And the fact that you don't view that as cold hard espionage or cold hard collusion is, I guess it's just a difference of
don't. I
opinion,
don't.
but you should.
You reading stuff about people spying in America for Russia, that resonates with me. The giving of money to podcasters does not.
It's polluting the town square. It's a fucking vital pillar of the way we do things.
Has anyone found somewhere where we've seen them, like it's affected their reporting? I can't go when we got parties on both sides being influenced.
That's too amorphous a thing to try to prove. You just have to fucking see it for what it is.
So you
just have to use common sense.
As bad as the Chinese spy high up in the New York State government. You see it as the same thing.
I see it as endemic of something that is equally problematic. Yes.
Okay. It's unbelievable, dude. It is unbelievable to me that are you upset about Act Blue?
Yeah, and I want to ask you, the same problem that we have in our town squares right now with American media is the same issue with this. It's just I prefer the home suite of 31 flavors of corruption more than the World War III's axis of evil.
Okay.
And the BRICS nations.
Okay.
Call me gay. Sorry. But,
I mean, we will.
oh, no.
have.
Oh, no, I know.
We will,
oh,
we
no,
will, we
I
have.
know. But it's a problem when our discourse is manipulated by interests of any kind.
Right.
It's a fucking problem.
Can-
So I do think that it's equally as bad, maybe not as directly impactful as a spy in government, but it is a really ominous way of influencing the proletariat of a democratic nation.
Right.
And it's a fucking problem.
Right.
You don't think it is.
I'm not going to say that there isn't issues. I was called out on that by Adam Green, and I go, do you see them as the same thing? I do not see them as the same thing. I do not see it as, I do not put RT giving Lauren Chen's hot Asian ass $10 million as the same as APAC going, we've spent $100 million on these campaigns, on these elections. I'm sorry. It's not the same. And if you came to me, Dylan, and this is a God honest truth, if you came to me and go, Russia has spent $100 million on our elections, I would feel the exact same way about Russia. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right?
And listen, APAC and any powerful lobby influencing elections to the degree that they do is a problem.
Yes.
But it's not an outlet to shoots and ladder away from the conversation, which is what you do every fucking time Russia gets brought up. Every time.
Because they use this narrative already. You're acting like there's no precedence for this. They've used this narrative and they were proven 100% incorrect. That's why I'm doing it. Because here we are again using the shadow in the cave when we have real issues out there. And if you want to go that Russia is as bad as Israel and as bad as China, fine. I just don't see that paying $10 million to fucking podcasters.
Right, but don't go to the specific thing. Do you think Russia is as bad as Israel and China?
I don't.
Yeah. It's working.
It's
working, everybody.
I don't.
That's how you know it's
I
working.
I don't see them.
Okay, can we
nearly as bad?
Hey.
And it's really sad that you think it is the same.
Hey.
When one country doesn't have to register as a foreign lobbying group. Like how do you equate the two, Dylan?
It's bad.
Okay?
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
Can we do this?
I'm bringing fire.
Fire.
I'm bringing fire.
Napalm. My skin's melting off. There's no way to douse this flame.
I can yell and still love.
Yeah. Hey, can we shake hands and agree to disagree?
Always. That's the point of the show.
All right, let's cleanse the palate a little bit. Can we go to the, I love this segment. It's called Let's Piss Sam Off.
You already did it.
No. I mean, really piss Sam off.
No, but like, dude, here's the problem with this. You've made it about gay stuff the last couple times.
No, this isn't gay.
Okay.
Well, it's
we gotta
kind of
stop
gay.
clipping the gay because people don't think it's a theme of this show.
Yeah, no. I'm it's crazy. Like, okay, so Instagram. I've seen videos of so there's a viral one of a guy on X Factor, and it says God nerfed him twice, and it's some severely disabled person, and the video is like he can't speak and he can't walk, and then it just cuts to Simon Cowell and the rest of the gang just hitting their exes on him, and it's brutal. It has like 1 million likes. We cut one video of fat ass Sam Smith saying "Fisher them," and it gets buried. It's not okay.
It's not okay. And that's why I'm like, all these guys, like the UFC, their love of Mark Zuckerberg is so annoying to me.
It's so annoying.
And it's just like
Mark
this
Zuckerberg
guy
in his fucking oversized champion t-shirts. Like, this guy is one giant walking ick robot.
Yeah, he is an ick robot, dude.
God.
And he just, oh yeah, man, I can't believe my $400 million influenced the election. He thinks you're stupid. And he's like, oh yeah, dude, I didn't want to censor COVID stuff. And then bang.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
it's just unbelievable to me.
Yeah, you did, Mark.
Yeah, you did.
You wanted to censor COVID. You wanted to censor Hunter. You wanted to censor all of it.
It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
Okay, so can we get to that Instagram clip? which one? Yep, this one. Let's get to the brand new. Well, it's a tried and true segment at this point. Let's piss Sam off. Can you? Okay, yeah.
First ever bar dedicated to women's sports is opening just in time for the Olympics. The owners, Jackson and Emmy, are creating an inclusive and comfy environment to watch and rally around all women's sports. I'm so stoked I plan on inviting my girlfriends here for an Olympics watch party. There's plenty of space for large and loud.
Yeah, because nobody's there.
Plenty of screens everywhere, so there's no bad view. I'm a big fan of the shareable food portions at very reasonable prices. These loaded fries are a definite winner in my book, and the hub approves of this fried chicken sando with slaw. Also have some refreshing salad options and the most extensive list of mocktails and non-alcoholic beverages I've ever seen. The service was so accommodating. I definitely left looking forward to coming back.
This is what is wrong with our culture right now.
It's
and I'm
unbelievable.
not saying that I'm not saying that it's bad to have a women's sports themed mocktail themed bar, but there's something going on in the culture right now where there are people that put money into a business dedicated.
Look at who dedicated. Look at who commented.
We love Toehold. The opposite of Hooters. It literally is the opposite of Hooters. But the fact that there is something in our culture right now where people will invest. I mean, this is a brick and mortar. This is not an easy endeavor. They think there's some kind of contagion in the air where they're convinced that a women's sports bar with a robust offering of mocktails is going to be a smash hit.
It's unbelievable to me.
You're going to be closed in 1 quarter.
Well, yeah, guy called 6 months. It's just there's not enough market there.
What?
There's not enough market there.
What are you thinking?
Like, that's me going, hey, dude, I'm doing a stand-up show. I headline at the Staples Center. Nobody's going to show up. Nobody's showing up. And, like, how much money are you going to lose on this to try to make a political statement? Like, ESPN has convinced these women that there's a market for this. I can't tell you how many times I turn on ESPN to watch women talk to gay men about betting lines. It's unbelievable to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. It's just trying to force it. And what you do, and this is what I'm saying about the NFL, you just keep pressing people. They're going to run away. And there's just not enough. You have a couple sports that are popular women's sports, and they are MMA, tennis, right? Mm-hmm. And why are they really big? Because those are sports where the women's action can be just piggyback on the men's action. Like if you have, let's say, the U.S. Open, they'll run the men's and the women's at the same time, right? The men and women get paid the exact same, but the women play less tennis, even though they make the same amount of money. Okay, if you fill up the stands, that's fine. But these other sports where they have to go, have to draw people into just it's very hard for them, especially if you have a sport that's already established.
Dude, you want to talk about, it's not even shooting yourself in the foot. It's fucking sling blade cleavering your own foot off. To have people flocking to the WNBA and then to get pissed about it because it's Caitlin Clark doing it, it's like, are you out of your fucking mind?
By the way, this Caitlin Clark thing has answered the age-old question, what if women ran the world? And the answer is women would be screwed, okay? If you were at all attractive, you would never work ever. Just a bunch of 4s and 5s kneecapping your chance to fucking advance in the company, okay? That's all we learned from the Caitlin Clark thing. Women be bitches, okay? Catty bitches. They don't like anybody who's a threat to them, okay? Women have a much better chance of advancing in a patriarchy than they do in a matriarchy.
And whose fault is it? Russia.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we get to this undocumented housing thing? Because I heard
there's so much to this story.
So this is the story. California lawmakers approve bill to extend home mortgage aid to undocumented immigrants. And talk about cleaving your own foot off. Democrats, keep doing this shit. Seriously. keep going with this shit.
Yeah. And
if
it
you
just
want to
kinda-
never get reelected, although there are still insane people that will support this stuff.
Well,
but
in the big
keep
cities,
doing
they have
this
to,
shit.
dude.
I mean,
They have
it's
to,
just
dude.
insane.
You have to virtue signal group think in order to advance in your job. There's no way you're going to move up in Hollywood saying this is stupid or kids getting sex changes are stupid or any of that stuff. You're never going to work.
Yeah, I
you
don't know.
have to bend over backwards. So this is why, again, I'm anti people who want to get rid of the Electoral College.
I think that it's just well, you know, the Electoral College is.
But dude, do you understand? If you don't have that, you allow groupthink to decide everything.
No, I get it.
And so what's happening here? And by the way, when I say it's rich kids waging war, trust fund kids against the middle class, this fits right into it. Because I guarantee you this, guys, none of the people getting $150,000 are ever going to be able to buy anything in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Any of those rich areas. It's all going to be lower middle class to lower class areas, which is going to destroy the home values.
Well, and even that, you know, they've allowed. So this is what's so pathetic about the way that this state and country is run. We allow, I think they're private equity firms. I don't know what Blackstone is. Forgive me if they're not private.
BlackRock?
Equity. I think Blackstone is the one that.
Okay. I think he was part of Blackstone.
So they've allowed these companies to come in, buy up single-family homes to diversify their financial horizons. Then that jacks the home price up. Then we start offering loans to people that can't afford even bottom barrel houses in Los Angeles.
Dylan, I've heard something crazy. Go on.
But this is what I loved. So I'm listening. The first time I hear about the story is on Bill Maher, and Nancy Pelosi is on. And I go, oh my God. All right, you know what? I'm gonna listen to her and just see what the amount of lying that comes out of Nancy Pelosi's mouth. I had to turn it off. I just can't fucking listen to it. There's just no point. So she talks about how the Democrats' strength is their diversity and unity amidst that. Coming from the woman who has tried to kneecap anyone who doesn't stand in line with the way she wants the party to be run. It's just crazy. But then Bill Maher goes, the Republicans have changed, the Democrats haven't. He goes, well, I mean, there's a bill on Newsom's desk for mortgage loans for undocumented immigrants. I think the Democratic Party has gone a little bit to the left. To that, she replies, Ronald Reagan gave a speech about the Statue of Liberty being a beacon of hope worldwide, and she defends this bill. I'm so confused about how this bill could even come up. It blows me away. I was just racking my brain. What could people possibly be thinking? And then I saw you tweet this banking angle, which is pretty brilliant, because I looked up, are there programs like this for citizens in the state? And there are. So it's not this like we're going to take care of undocumented immigrants but not citizens. That's not going on. But what is going on are these weird loan scams where the only way that you can get one of these loans is if you are dirt poor.
Yeah.
I mean, you're making under $70,000 a year in LA.
Yeah.
So they're giving these loans out to people who cannot afford the mortgages, the property taxes, the utilities, ever, period, full stop. So it begs the question, are they doing this so that the banks can take the homes without having to put any skin in the game
banks
whatsoever?
Or a company that's kind of tied to the banks, like even a BlackRock or something like that.
It's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's you create Babylonian money magic, fake money, you give it to these people, and then they default on the loan, and then they take it back. Then the bank takes back a real asset. It's a real asset. Now, the only question I have to say is somebody put this out, and I haven't been able to confirm it, that part of this thing is that these guys aren't going to have to pay this back until they sell the house, which is insanity. Which so you, Ryan, young Ryan, with your wife, you guys are suddenly decide to have kids. You're a hardworking American. You have to compete against people getting fake funny money that never have to pay back the loan that you're gonna have to pay back, or they'll take your house from you. It's complete and utter pressure from above, pressure from below.
That is it. Like I've talked to like field people or deputies from Nithya Raman's office, and it's very clear they want to help the poorest people and the richest people. Everyone in the middle is absolutely fucked.
Yep. And what does that lead to? A feudal system. They want California to be super rich, super poor. And the poor just take care of the rich.
Which is why we are getting out of this state.
Let's go to Austin.
What's up?
So this article says, like, yes, it'll allow undocumented immigrants to apply alongside other qualified applicants. It's really like a first generation homeowner situation.
Right.
So, I mean, well, first of all, $150,000 at 0% interest. That's insane.
That's insane.
That's insane.
Listen, dude, here's
And
all
we
the-
should be doing those kinds of things if the government could not be unbelievably corrupt and unbelievably irresponsible with the surplus after surplus after surplus that they get. So in an ideal world, if Karen Bass and Newsom didn't spend billions of dollars on the homeless and then couldn't get audited because they didn't have enough time to cover up the corruption, they said, hey, give us a couple months, we'll get back to you with the audit. If we didn't live in that world, we should be having these programs for people who can actually afford to be assisted this way. Undocumented immigrants, God love you. Welcome to the country. Tell the people behind you to slow down. Do not come. Do not come.
I'm coming.
It's actually, so the income limits are actually a little bit higher than you'd once think. So like for Los Angeles, it's 155,000. Like Contra Costa in the Bay Area, 246,000,
which is hilarious.
So like people, I mean, this could be like first generation Asian American that just graduated from Berkeley can now with a pretty decent job can get this.
Right, but that's this program, because I've seen other programs where you have to be dirt poor in order to qualify for it. I guess it's good.
I'm
that
with
need
you.
to be.
No, but what it is, it's 2008 all over again. My one of my best friends, he Notter, he was in the loan, and he goes, we were giving out loans to people we know couldn't pay it back, and then they all defaulted. And like if you look at Vegas, right? Vegas, everyone got a house, and they all defaulted, and then these corporations, I get to the banks don't want their whoever. Okay, giant corporations, banks or corporations come in and buy up whole neighborhoods because these people are never going to be able. They didn't know what they were signing. The adjustable loans. One day their mortgage is this, next day their mortgage is that. It's done on purpose, so they could buy. They want it to be a feudal system. Super rich, super poor. Welcome to Brazil, dude. That's what they want.
Welcome to Brazil. Everybody's got a fat ass, and everybody.
I wish. They're just fat. Americans get fat in the wrong places.
Yeah. I saw something that they did like a caloric index or an anabolic test of like 51
Great
million
porn
foods.
company too.
Skittles are the worst food in the world for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
I know. They're delicious. Okay, so we've got to get to... I want to talk about this vaccine thing. So, can you click on that picture? And I have mixed feelings about this. One of Blue Shield's incentive programs from 2016.
Holy shit, I was just thinking about this.
$400 per child who gets the listed shots before the age of 2.
Oh.
So
you're just crushing
this. This is a financial incentive for 10 vaccines to get put into kids before the age of 2.
Oh my God. It's disgusting.
I don't know if it is disgusting.
Listen, bro. If it wasn't disgusting, they wouldn't have to put $400 per kid. Okay?
I mean, maybe they just want to incentivize people to not have
All
measles.
vaccines are poison.
Not true.
It's 100% true.
Not true.
100% true. And if you're listening to me or having kids, I understand. I live in a state where you gotta get vaxxed. I have people I know vax their kids when they didn't want to so they could go to school. Dude, hold off as long as you can. Do not allow your children to get vaccines until their immune system is completely and utterly developed. Do not hit them with these toxic metals. I'm just telling you.
Well, so I was looking
If you
up.
love your kids, you won't do it.
Stop that.
Nope.
Don't do that.
I just did.
That's such
Sorry.
bullshit, man.
Love your kids.
That's fucking bullshit.
It's not bullshit.
I was looking up some of these. If you love your kids, don't do this. Well, I guess you don't love your kid.
Yes, you don't.
Autism's kind of in these days, though.
Dude,
Ryan,
well, by the way, my
fucking
favorite
left
thing
field.
My favorite thing is that now everybody's my brother, he's like almost 50. He's like, I think I'm autistic.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Stop stealing my daughter's shine, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't have tism, please don't identify.
Stop trying to look for a weird angle in your stand-up.
Right.
Oh, I'm bored. One of my favorite Brody Stevens jokes is, yeah, it's been a hard week, man. We just found out my grandfather's been diagnosed with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
He's gonna keep his job a hot topic.
Yeah. Yeah. We just had no idea.
Yeah, right? It's just like people just looking for an angle.
You can't chalk up your oddities in social environments to autism.
100%.
Okay, you're
just an asshole.
You're just a little weird. You get overwhelmed by large groups of people. That doesn't mean you're autistic.
Yeah, doesn't mean you're autistic.
But there has
Stop
been
walking around a bike helmet. You're 45.
there has been a drastic increase in autism. If you want to attribute it to vaccines,
There we go.
You can do that, but I think that's an oversimplification.
Well,
of what's
let me
going
just
on.
say like
we're
this.
getting poisoned from 15 different angles.
100%. But so everybody to me is like a cup. Okay? Everyone has a cup. And everyone
Jesus, you okay?
Sorry. Everyone
Harvey
has
Firestein's back.
a cup. Okay? Everyone's a cup. And everyone's cup is different. Some people's cup is long, slender, wide, big, okay? And that cup fills with toxins. And once that cup is filled, that's when we see inflammation and stuff. That's where it starts to show up. That's why they're banging us with. So, dude, the amount of vaccines that my kids are supposed to take versus when I was a kid, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like 6 to 60. Keep banging them, keep banging them, keep banging them. That's why we're like 1 in 8 or whatever the number is, like 1 in 30. It's a crazy number.
Well,
you used to never see autistic children.
And then
now they're everywhere.
The worst part about this, well, the poisoning is the worst part. But then you have these cottage industries that crop up, bending people over a barrel to prevent from the known poisons. So you've got these underwear companies that are like, you don't want microplastics in your underwear, right? You don't want polyester in your underwear. We have healthy underwear. It's like, okay, great. It's $48 a pair. Are you seriously going to do this to people in their most trying times?
Again,
You're gonna bend me over a barrel and make me pay $50 for a pair of cotton underwear? I would rather have my balls polluted than pay you that money.
Yeah, 100%.
Get the fuck out of here.
100%.
But these vaccines are I went through the list of them, and honestly, this is why I'm a little conflicted because I genuinely just don't know enough about.
Let me ask you something, Dylan.
Don't 5-finger point at me right
Okay.
now. I haven't deserved that.
Why does a 2-year-old need a Hep B shot? When we're talking about it's a party drug virus.
Yeah.
Why does a 2-year? Why, when your baby comes out and takes her first breath, is some nurse going, do you want to give her the Hep B vaccine? Why? What are you saying about the mother?
That she's going to take the kid to
some gay bathhouse?
a warehouse
Is that
party.
what you're saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Baby's first popper.
Baby's first popper.
Why should my baby get the hepatitis B? Protects your children.
I'll tell you why they
against
do it.
Potentially serious disease. Well,
And my buddy
Thanks,
Rancast told me
Google.
why. Do you know why they give babies Hep B shots? Because they're botching so many circumcisions that they don't want to tell you that. So now they make girls get it, even though there's no chance of them getting Hep B. Yeah. Right?
It's
because
interesting.
we're cutting dicks.
Yeah, you see it in porn. There are some guys with odd hues to the ring.
Yeah.
You know?
Right? So that's why they're giving it to you.
That's why
there's no reason to give you, especially if you have a daughter. There's no reason to give any of them, especially if you have a daughter, a Hep B shot.
And get in the comments. Let us know. Are Moyles the best at circumcisions? Let us know. Okay, so yeah, I don't know though. The hepatitis B sounds a little unnecessary. I'd need a doctor to explain it, but
they won't.
There are other, vaccine schedules in there that kind of make sense. I don't know. It's a complicated world.
Hep B shots does seem a little excessive.
It does seem excessive.
It
seems excessive.
It's basically to protect the kids from other kids that have it.
The only
But
person
no
who
other
should be
kids
getting
have it.
Hep B shot, 3 Hep B shots is Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Outside that, we don't need it. Him, Bam Margera, all those partiers.
Bam Margera is the only one that needs 3 Hep B shots.
Hey, I wish him luck on his sobriety. I hope he gets it.
Me too. All right. Anything else?
That's it. Just go to samtripoli.com. Check out my dates. A big shows coming up. More dates coming. Blessings. Dylan, you did great today. It's always fun.
What do we want people to say in the comments? Because we need you guys to say stuff in the comments.
Yeah, I mean, get in the comments. Tell us, what does Sam mean to Dylan today?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Who won? Let us know who
Did
won.
Daddy commit verbal domestic violence against Mommy today?
Am I battered? Is Mommy battered?
Is Mommy battered?
Is Mommy battered? Subscribe to the fucking channel.
Check out Dylan's podcast. He got some great podcasts. Check out Ryan's podcast. I think if we ever make anything happen, we need to get a camera on Ryan.
Yeah, we'll get a camera on Ryan soon. He's too handsome a twink to not to.
He's a trunk, bro. He's too big to be a twink.
Fuck the Baltimore Ravens. We'll see you next week.
Welcome to Deep Waters.
Where are you going right now?
So they crank the 5G up, and then we just all get shaken and baking microwave. I love it.
I didn't say that, you absolute moron.
There was no dinosaurs. Those were Nephilim giants from the Bible.
And Lucifer is in the Vatican?
Yes.
Oh, okay, got it.
I think space is probably like just a giant liquid. Build it up, seal the wealth. When it's about to collapse, release the gays.
Are you going to get the jab?
Never. Conspiracy Social Club, aka Deep Waters.